to Mind and Movement, getting smart about how you move. I'm Hazel. Thanks for joining me for this coffee and move session 10. Yes, I do have a toothbrush in my hand, which is probably not going to be great with drinking coffee. But today we're going to do some moves that you can do when you're brushing your teeth. So I do these moves when I brush my teeth, and it means that I get a whole lot more movement into my day. And the first one we did yesterday, and it's just standing on one leg. So, Hazel stand on one leg, and brush your teeth. Feel free to go and get your toothbrush if you don't have your toothbrush. Then the things I'm thinking about here is this knee bent? No, it shouldn't be. Is this hip collapsed like this? No, it shouldn't be. I'm just standing on one leg brushing my teeth. Then I'm going to come across to the other side, and then I'm going to switch my toothbrush into my other hand. Make sure that your weight is in your heels and that you're not thrusting your pelvis when you're doing this. You want to look like a straight line, not like a banana. So, your teeth get a really good scrub when you do 4 movements. I do 4 movements when I brush my teeth. Beautiful. The next thing we are going to do is some calf elevators. So for this, I'm going to get you to stand with a wall behind you, get your heels up against the wall, because most people when they do a calf elevator or a calf raise and without a wall behind them, they do this. They come forward and push up like that. And I want you to be pushing up in a straight line, and to do that, for many of us, we need a wall behind us so that we can actually take our weight back. So you'll notice with my feet here, that my ankles are not dropping out to the side like that, they're just coming straight up and down. So make sure yours are doing that too, while brushing your teeth. Yeah, so it's day 7 of our retreat here in New Zealand. I hope you're all really enjoying it, wherever you are in the world. I know in other parts of the world, you guys have been in your healthy retreat for longer, but this is calf elevators. Hopefully now you're starting to get a wee burn in your calf muscles. Yes, awesome. Now we're going to step away from the wall. And the other thing I like to do is play with my hip hinge, but playing with a little bit of knee bending here. But you'll notice that when I'm knee bending, my knees aren't really coming forward. So I practice this as I spit into the sink. Alright, so when you're coming, you can, if you watch my knees closely, you'll notice that they're bending, but my butt's both going back. My knees aren't really coming forward. And this is a good way of just practicing switching on the glutes, sticking the butt out as you spit into the sink. It means you don't get any of this, right? Flexion, where you're not really using any muscles, you're not using these big muscles that are designed to hold you up. So I do some knee bends, which is just, like, we could turn this into a full squat, but it's nice to practice the movement of the hips with less load, basically. So this is knee bends. The next thing I do is I do a stretch with my shoulder. And let's do it while we're brushing our teeth with our right hand, assuming your right hand. What you're going to do is place your hand on your back. So I'm going to come closer to the camera so you can see. So here you'll see that I have taken my hand and I have put the back of my hand on my spine here. So you want to play with where you can get your hand up to. It might be here and that's fine, it might be here, that's fine, it might be here, wherever it is fine. The key thing here though, wherever you're comfortable, is then you're going to turn it over. So the palm of your hand is on your back. You're going to try and have your elbow as close to your side as possible. So you don't want to be doing any of this or any of that with the shoulder. You want to have it nice and close to the spine. So here, turn it over. And breath. Then we're going to turn that over and do it on the other side, right? So here I am, here's my hand on my back, and relaxing my shoulder, having my arm in closer to my body, and then turn it over. And brush your teeth. So this is a really good stretch for lots of things in the forearm, the shoulder. Yeah, it's a good one. I like this one a lot. I really want to have a sip of my coffee, but I know it's going to taste really bad. So yeah, my hand is touching my back, like that. Okay, the next one we're going to do is, I don't really do these ones when I'm brushing my teeth, but I just love doing them, and we haven't done them for a while. They are, of course, the V-sit and the couch stretch. So for the V-sit, you guys, you all know this one, so it's just basically getting some movement through the groin. It's bolstering myself up on a couple of things so that I can be in this neutral pelvis position with relative ease. You want to use bolsters as much as possible to get your body into a position where you can get the load where you need it, not just where it ends up because your body is not in good alignment. So this is awesome. And we can help with that lymph drainage, which is vital at times like these. It's vital all the time actually. Lymph drainage and the health of your immune system is vital all the time, and movement is one of the key parts that you need to keep your immune system functioning. So if you don't have the part of movement in your day, I know that you do not have an optimally functioning immune system. So if you're not getting 10,000 steps a day, or more than that, if you're not moving, say, for 3, 4, 5 hours a day, I know that your immune function, I know that my immune function is not as good as it could be, because we evolved, our immune system evolved pretty much in a state of perpetual movement and expressing our bodies in a whole lot of different shapes than we do now, such as that deep squat, such as all of the floor sitting positions that we've been playing with, and like hanging, swinging, climbing, lifting, carrying, all of the things that we would have done if we were out in our natural environment all day, every day. One of the beautiful things to do is just to watch children before they get indoctrinated into the world of sitting down too much at school and all of that jazz. Look at their bodies when they're young and how beautifully they move. And then as we start to restrict their movement by getting them to sit in chairs, their movement changes. We should do something about that, I think. Anyway, so this is the V-sit. Then to finish up with today, we're going to do the couch stretch. The couch stretch for me is one of those movements that when I did it first, I found it very challenging. I was down here going, oh my God, are you kidding me? And I can't believe literally how quickly I gained a whole lot more hip extension and hip mobility through doing this exercise, as well as another exercise called the psoas release, the iliacus release. Also, we might do some releasing exercises tomorrow, actually. Let's do that. So yeah, this one is a game changer, or was a game changer for me. If you have a sore back, especially if you get a sore back after walking or running, it's because you don't have enough hip extension and your back is having to move every step you take because of a lack of hip stretching. So, hip extension. So getting better hip extension should really help with reducing the load that your lower back has to deal with because your hip's not moving. Couch stretch it up, everybody. If you find this one hard, we've dealt with those other levels, you know, kind of this is level 2, this is level 1, and you just play where you are. Wherever you are is absolutely fine. It's where you are. Perfect. Okay, so let's switch onto the other side there. Take some nice breaths. Breathing is the #1 alignment point for any movement. If you cannot breathe when you are doing the movement, you are doing the movement wrong, because you should be able to breathe all of the time. In and out through the nose. Different breathing methodologies suggest different things, but in a physiological sense, the nose is designed for breathing. The mouth is designed for eating and talking. So breathe in and out through the nose. Lovely. There you have it. 10 minutes of moving and brushing your teeth today. No coffee for me because it's going to taste disgusting. I hope you have another fantastic day doing whatever you're doing today. Send me an email please at hazel@mindsinmovement.co.nz. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with in your body. Thanks so much for joining me again today. Have an awesome, awesome day.